Has gaming fallen off? Okay, I tired of video that because I've noticed like in the past 5 years, it's hard for there to be a hit game. I feel like 2015, 2016, there was like a hit game every like 3 months, but nowadays it's like it's hard pressed to find a good game. You know, I recently just started buying a whole bunch of games, and I noticed like the games I'm buying are usually at least like 6 years old. There's a whole lot of games that haven't really been hitting. I feel like nowadays there's only a good game like every 16, 17 months. You know, it was a certain point in time where there's like 3 games coming out that year that was going to be dope and fun to play. And I think the past 5 years, the only 2 games I really been paying attention to was like Wukong, Elden Ring, and maybe like Dispatch. Dispatch was a pretty good story-based game. I really like the superhero element. I really like any story that has like superheroes in it. I like The Boys. You got Huey, Homelander. I really like that. I like Injustice, God Among Us. I really like the story with the evil Superman. Dispatch did a pretty good job, in 2025. I really like the story. But Wukong and Elden Ring on my list are the only games that really came out that just like, yeah, I could play those games for like hours plus hours. Outside of that, these other games not really hitting. I'm gonna try to look out for Ninja Gaiden, you know. But like I said, I feel like gaming has kind of fallen off. It kind of like took a nosedive. I think a whole lot of these companies are prioritizing like money, making these games $70 instead of just giving us a solid game that's like $25, and I'll pay like probably like $10 for a DLC. Monthly seasonal DLCs. I'll pay $10, $15 for that. But the base game shouldn't be over like $25, $30. That should be the quality of the game. A good 8 to 10 hour game, $25, $30. And if you want to add some DLC playable content, that should be like $15, $20. I'll pay a good $15, $20 for a DLC if the game is great. If the game is great, but most of the time these games don't even be great. So yeah, that's all I had to say when it came to just gaming falling off. I think people in corporations are prioritizing uh, money over quality. And yeah, that's all I had to say.